Today on Denver Hot Rods, we head to the National Western Complex in Denver for the Tri-State Auto Exhibition. Then we go for a ride with the Denver Roadsters Car Club to the Kustler Museum in Arvada. Next, we visit with Mark Merritt and his 36 Ford Roadster. On Hot Rod Builds, we show you how to rebuild an early Ford wheel cylinder. Then we take a look at a Denver hot rod that ran at Bonneville in the 90s. The Tri-State Auto Exhibition was started by the Sabres Car Club of Denver in 1958. The show ran for decades until the early 2000s. Then the Sabres brought the show back to life in 2020, and it has been going strong ever since and is one of the longest running indoor car shows in the Rocky Mountain region. We caught up with Sabres member and owner of this 32 Ford 5-window coupe with an Ardun flathead, Troy Cipher.
I found this car in Golden from a gentleman. It was a weird way to get it. He came to me for some work for something else, and he showed me pictures of what he was working on, and I zoomed in on his phone, and I saw this car in the background. And I go, that car's pretty special. He goes, yeah, it's got those special heads on it. And I go, well, that's an Ardun. And he goes, yeah, that's what it is. He goes, well, I can't get it running. My wife hates it. It's loud. It just had side pipes on it. And I said, well, I'd be interested in, helping you with the car. So we started talking. We took on the project, and I acquired the car. And we brought it back to the shop, and it needed a lot of work. Got it running, and then shortly after that, oil pressure went down in it, and we had to go through and do an overhaul on it, which was kind of scary. So I enlisted our friend Ken Hendershot, who has an Ardun, and Ken said, okay, let's figure this thing out. So took the engine out, and I went through quite a bit of the car. It's a 32 frame, all steel 32 5-window, has a 37 transmission in it. We got it running, fixed a lot of the nuances so we could drive it, and we've enjoyed it now. Now we got to put an interior in. We've got a couple original bomber seats, and had those covered. I did switch it over to a Dakota gauge pod so I could get good, accurate gauges out of it. So, it's pretty cool. It's a fun car.
The Denver Roadsters Car Club was founded in 1965, and the club continues to have fun with their hot rods to this day. Denver Hot Rods joined them as they went on a cruise to the Kustler Museum in Arvada and a drive through Coal Creek Canyon. The day started with a club meeting where we talked to member Willy Wilcox about his 31 Model A Roadster.
This car actually was modified by Joe Wiley originally for a customer of his, and when the customer decided to sell it, they put it at Bert's Model A in Denver. And then the UPS man bought it, kept it for 6 months, and then decided he wasn't going to use it, and they brought it back to Bert's. And a guy by the name of Larry Green up in Cheyenne, Wyoming, bought it. He bought it to do the hot rod hill climb in Central City. After 2019, they did not have the hill climb anymore, so it sat up in Cheyenne for 3-4 years until I bought it. And after I got it home, I put a 5-speed in it, T5. I put a Mike Moore quick change in it. It's got a drop front axle, 46 to 48 hydraulic brakes, 35 wires, and bias ply Firestones. This has a modified original Model A engine, insert bearings, balanced crank, Thomas 7-to-1 head, 2 Stromberg 81s on a Burns manifold. Pretty fun little car.
Then it was on to the Kustler Museum in Arvada. This incredible museum was opened in 2005 by American novelist Clyde Cussler and is the host to some amazing cars like the Duesenberg, Cord, Auburn, Packard, and Pierce Arrow, to name a few, as well as some neat vintage memorabilia. Then it was on to a scenic drive through Coal Creek Canyon in the Front Range of the Colorado Rockies. Mark Merritt's 1936 Ford Roadster looks stock on the outside, but under the hood, it's all hot rod Ford. We caught up with Mark at his home in Parker.
The Roadster, it's got a few modifications. An 8BA flathead was bored over. It was a 239. It's now a 276 cubic inch flathead. It's got sharp heads, sharp intake, and dual 97 Strombergs on the engine. It also has a 1939 Ford 3-speed top loader. And then just a couple years ago, I added Columbia 2-speed rear end in the car.
Before overdrive was invented, Ford came up with their solution for lowering RPMs at high speeds.
The car has a Columbia 2-speed rear end that works off a vacuum. Back in the original day, it was vacuum. This one's been converted to electric, but it's still a vacuum switch in the back. So we'll get up here to highway speed, then we'll clutch it, and down. There we go. Now we're in overdrive. When I'm at car shows, one of the most interesting things about this car that the kids love is the rumble seat. All of the 36 Roadsters were deluxes, so they gave standard with the rumble seat. If you wanted one with a trunk, you had to special order it. And this is otherwise known as the mother-in-law seat, because it's not the most comfortable ride back here.
Brakes are an essential part of any car, and every car should have the best brakes available. Starting in 1939, Ford started using hydraulic brakes in production. If you want period correct drum brakes on your hot rod, you have to rebuild the wheel cylinders. You can buy these new, but it's very easy to rebuild them, saving you money. So we are going to go from this to this. After you've thoroughly taken apart and cleaned the wheel cylinder down to bare metal, check for pits in the cylinder bore. If it's pitted too much, find a better rebuild candidate. If the bore just needs honing, then you are good to go. Also, check the pistons to make sure they are clean and usable. Attach your hone with new stones to your drill and insert the hone into the cylinder and move the hone in and out to achieve a 45-degree crosshatch pattern. Once each side looks good, clean the cylinder with brake cleaner and a cloth. This wheel cylinder has a 1 1/4 inch bore. When you buy a rebuild kit, make sure you get the correct size. Start by inserting one of the rubber cups into the bore. Then put the spring inside the larger end towards the larger size bore. Then attach the rubber boots to the pistons. These may require some work getting it to snap over the piece that aligns with the shoe. Then slip the piston into the cylinder and snap the boot into place on the groove on the outside of the cylinder. Then screw in the bleeder screw. This cylinder is ready for action. The names Bob Marchese and Butch Salter are legendary in Denver. In 1992, the two decided to go racing at Bonneville and built this 29 Roadster on a 32 frame with a blown Chevy engine and ran it in the C-blown gas Roadster class. The Roadster was originally built with a 327, but in '95, Butch built a 305 Chevy, which moved them to the D-blown gas Roadster class. In 2000, they set a record of 197.374 miles per hour. Here is the car at the 1998 Bonneville Speed Week. That's our show for today. Be sure to find Denver Hot Rods on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We leave you now with more from the Tri-State Auto Exhibition. Thanks for watching Denver Hot Rods.